Experience the spirit of freedom in the air. The Father of Nation, shake with liberator of Bangladesh, rests here. Shh. Silence. Every alley has a story that embraces. Can tell you to love your language more. Feel the monsoon magic. You will learn the true meaning of warmth here. Here, life happens. Welcome to the school of life. Admission going on. To beautiful Bangladesh.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Project Bangladesh Charity Concert. We would like to thank you all for being with us here today. George Bernard Shaw once said, "My life belongs to the whole community. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, and for the harder I work, the more I love." Life is a sort of splendid torch, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. Life. Life is beautiful. God's gift to us humans, and we all have the fundamental right to enjoy it without suffering. In our modern world, education and literacy with it are becoming increasingly important and should be equally available for everyone. Unfortunately, the world is far from this goal, and that is why we are gathered here tonight. Well, not entirely. We, the organizers of this show, are IB students, and the core principle of the IB program is CAS. CAS is a compulsory component that lets us look beyond our textbooks and allows us to practically work with the values we have learned. 150 hours of creativity, action, and service must be completed in order to receive our diploma, and the service aspect of this helps us develop into understanding and compassionate young adults and compels us to realize how important and wonderful it is to provide assistance to other people. We chose to complete our CAS project by organizing this charity concert, teaching all of us a great deal about what we can achieve when we all make an effort and put in hard work for a good cause. These projects encourage students to develop charitable natures, which will no doubt prove invaluable in the years to come. In any case, the point of tonight's show is not to gratify IB students. No, the point, ladies and gentlemen, is Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a developing country that seeks financial aid to help develop into a stronger country, both socially and economically. It is overcrowded with a population of 161 million people living in a space equivalent to the state of Iowa. It is poverty-stricken, and the majority of the population struggles with unemployment and widespread corruption, and the public health is without a doubt in a dangerous position as well. Of all those 161 million people, it is the children who are most affected and who need the most urgent assistance. Indeed, 1 out of every 15 children born in Bangladesh will inadvertently end up on the streets to fend for themselves, and in the capital city of Dhaka alone, 300,000 children are living on the streets. The vast social class gap in Bangladeshi society presents an equally severe problem, as there are exorbitantly wealthy living in close proximity with the impoverished, only amplifying current social issues. Bangladesh is not completely without hope, however, and has experienced a promising amount of economic growth in the past years, which will hopefully lead to societal development. We are certainly willing to provide a helping hand, and that by sending your generous donations through Save the Children organization, through which we will be able to help create an education and future for those children who are forced into child labor to feed their families. Charity is making a sacrifice to make someone a little happier, and while it does not necessarily have to be materialistic, since you can just as well be charitable by simply giving a smile to someone in the morning, a little money can go a long way into improving another's standard of living. It is one of the most wonderful aspects of human interaction and provides a means for those who have more to help those who have less. so that we may create a more equal world for all. Save the Children is a leading independent organization in creating lasting change in the lives of children around the world. Recognized for their commitment to accountability, innovation, and collaboration, their work takes them into the heart of communities worldwide, where they, above all, provide assistance in creating a self-sustainable future for children and their families, so that they may help themselves. They work with other organizations, governments, non-profits, and a variety of local partners, while maintaining their own independence without a political agenda or religious affiliation. When disaster strikes around anywhere in the world, Save the Children is there to save lives with food, medical care, and education, and stays even after the immediate crisis is over to help communities rebuild through long-term recovery programs. Not only does Save the Children quickly and effectively respond to tsunamis and civil conflict, it works to resolve the ongoing struggles children face every day: poverty, hunger, illiteracy, and disease, and replaces them with hope for the future. I would now like to show you a video of how Save the Children organization has already helped the children of Bangladesh and how the donations will actually be used. So we apologize for the video being in Finnish, though the message should be carried out through all the same.
Bangladesissa köyhyys ajaa miljoonia lapsia töihin. Monet päätyvät pääkaupunkiin Dhakaan. Lukuisissa pienissä työpajoissa ja tehtaissa lapset valmistavat työkaluja, vaatteita ja meikkejä. Lapset joutuvat käyttämään raskaita koneita ja käsittelemään vaarallisia kemikaaleja. Onnettomuudet ovat yleisiä. Daniel saa palkkaa 2,5 € viikossa. Huonot työolot, pitkät työpäivät ja lyhyet työunet vahingoittavat lapsen fyysistä ja henkistä kehitystä. Pelastakaa lapset on vuodesta 2008 tukenut lastensuojelutyötä Bangladesissa. Tavoitteena on vähentää lapsityövoiman käyttöä ja sitä, että lapset maaseudulla jättävät perheensä ja muuttavat kaupunkeihin työn perässä. 15-vuotias Idris on työskennellyt tehtaassa 7 vuotta. Perhe on velkaantunut ja koko toimeentulo on Idriksen palkasta riippuvainen. Tällä kertaa poika ei kuitenkaan ole lähdössä töihin. Pelastakaa lapset on perustunut lapsityöläisille toimintakeskuksia. Näissä lapset voivat viettää aikaa keskenään. Lapset ovat myös perustaneet kerhoja, joissa he ajavat omia oikeuksiaan. Myös Daniel on kerhon jäsen. Kerhot tekevät yhteistyötä paikallistasolla perustettujen lastensuojelukomiteoiden kanssa. Nämä auttavat lapsia ratkaisemaan eri ongelmia ja painostavat työnantajia noudattamaan lakia. Idris on saanut työnantajansa sitoutumaan Pelastakaa lasten eettisiin ohjeisiin. Poika saa nyt säännöllisesti palkkaa ja voi myös käydä koulua Pelastakaa lasten toimintakeskuksessa.
জীবন আমি বুঝতে পারছি যে জীবন কেমনে ভালোভাবে চলবো শিক্ষার কারণে তো বুঝতে পারছি যে জীবন কেমন চলবে
Kaikki eivät vielä ole yhtä onnekkaita kuin Idris.
So as you can see, these children have benefited highly from the donations and continue to be provided educational assistance. Statistics from the organization claim that it takes 20 euros for one child to receive a full year of schooling facilities, including a day meal. So for every 200 euros, 10 children will be able to attend school for a whole year, and so on. It's quite amusing, isn't it, how we sometimes take our free education here in Finland for granted. We are incredibly privileged to have something that others struggle so much to obtain. It is our responsibility to not only appreciate what we have, but to reflect our appreciation by donating whatever small amounts we can to the people who need it much more than we do. Remember though, our duty does not have to end at a simple donation to an organization such as Save the Children. You can go even further. take a look at the bigger picture, as it were, and take direct action by joining an organization to go out and help those in need. Still, every journey begins with a single step, and the smallest actions can build up to create a big difference, and that is why we're here today. Even if we do not inspire you to act for Bangladesh or other developing nations, we hope we have at least made you aware. Dear friends, not only when we all put our minds and forces together, we can make this world a better place and extend certain inalienable rights that should be, without exception, be guaranteed for every single citizen of this earth. Our mutual efforts and our support, and together we can fulfill our human responsibility to foster and cherish life and equality for the children in Bangladesh and the world alike. In closing, we wish to thank all of you for your kind donations. If you're feeling even more inspired and are willing to donate a little extra for these children, we have a collection box by the door. Let's go on building the bonds of friendship and goodness through cooperation and mutual respect. Thank you all for being with us, joining us, and supporting our cause. Please enjoy the show.
So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, it is my honor to welcome you to RESSUN LUKIO's Project Bangladesh charity concert. My name is Sarah.
My name is Alexi, and us two will be your hosts for this evening. So, thank you all again for coming. We have such a wonderful crowd over here tonight, and I really hope that you're going to enjoy all the performances tonight and all the talents we're going to show you.
So, our first performance for this evening is a duet by Sarah and Retta. They will be performing the classic Hallelujah with the theme of this event in mind.
Followed by Hallelujah is a performance of My Eyes from Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, performed by Vilja Pitkänen and Soito Pitkänen, accompanied by Anna Ban on the piano. Enjoy the show.
To the point where I don't know if I'll upset the status
IB students. And this sketch originates from a BBC sketch show, which name I don't really know, but it shows the comedic and ironic side of the IB, which surprisingly actually exists.
Maybe. Yes, something's off, please. I'm driving.
Sure.
Parking is an absolute nightmare around here. The way you have to squeeze that car into the tiniest of spaces. Still, I manage it. I mean, after all, parking is hardly brain surgery. And I should know.
Why is that? You're a doctor.
Careful, I'm not a doctor, I'm a brain surgeon. There's a big difference. I make jokes about it all the time. See, what's the difference between a brain surgeon and a doctor? One's not exactly brain surgery, while the other one is brain surgery. So, what do you guys do?
I'm an accountant.
Oh, an accountant, that's good. I mean, those files and papers, they can get very confusing. But still, I mean, it's not exactly brain surgery now, is it? I mean, brain surgery, believe me, can be very complex. Are you an accountant too?
No, I work for charity.
Oh, that's good. I could never do what you do, such a selfless job. Now, I'm not saying that because it's very hard. It's just because it's emotionally draining. I mean, as hard as it is, it's not exactly brain surgery now, is it? Wait, as a brain surgeon, I do.
Here's your drink. Oh, guys, did you know that Lionel is a brain surgeon? Yeah, he mentioned it. Oh, Jeff, working late at the Space Center.
As always.
Have you met Lionel?
No. Hello, Arnold.
Hello, Jeff. Aren't you an expert?
I'm a scientist, actually. I work with rockets. It's tough work. What do you do?
Well, I don't mean to boast, but I'm a brain surgeon.
Brain surgery. Well, it's hardly rocket science now, is it?
So, I was gonna say that I hope you enjoyed that at least as much as I did, but you really seemed to. So I'm not gonna say it. I did. But I'll now be handing over the microphone to Santiago, who will be performing a wonderful piece he actually composed by himself.
Yeah. And this performance will be followed by Sarah and Nina, who will be performing Demi Lovato's book, Chances.
Enjoy.
Your tears, my tears, it's so much. Listen, your love is so big, but I can. What's the right? You gave it so much. When I get back, give me one knows what you. With the sun, I try to give you what you need, and all this time my feelings are messed up. I don't get you right now. Sometimes I want to protect you, but I know the right one for you. So you understand, but then without me, without pain, without all the things. Now I love you, still do you love me like no one did? You love me like I'm the best thing for you, for all that I want to preserve. I'm sorry, but I can't love you as you deserve. why compare me, trying to bear the seasons are passing, and I just not forget emotions regarding and all the things that I said. I want to protect you, but I know the right one for you. You don't understand the better without all the things. Now we know you still do, you love me like no one did. You want me like I the best thing for you, for all that I want to preserve. I'm sorry, but I can't believe what you deserve. All the things I didn't see, all broken wings, but I don't know yet. All the things I didn't feel, all the pain, I'll beg for it. All the things I didn't feel, all broken wings, but I don't know yet. All the things I didn't see, all the pain, I'll beg for it now. I'll beg for it now. I'll beg for it now. Thank you.
You've got this voice now, you know. I shake racing when you're breaking me slowly, but I got a world of chances for you. I've got a world of chances for you. I've got a world of chances, chances you are burning through. I've got a paper and a pen. I go to write you goodbye, and that's when I know I've got a world of chances for you. I've got a world of chances for you. I've got a world of chances, chances you were burning through. I'm going out on a wing. My feet have lost their strength again. It's been too hard to say. We're falling off the edge again. We're at an end. We're at an end. Maybe you won't someday. The operator said the numbers were good, and she had a world of chances for you. She had a world of chances for you. She had a world of chances, chances you were burning through. Chances you were burning through. Chances you were burning through. Oh, yeah. You've got a face for a smile, you know.
Alright, thank you once again for those captivating performances. It's now time for a 20-minute intermission.
But wait, there's more. Remember to check out the back of the room for our baked goods sale, where we'll also be selling some traditional Bangladeshi food for you guys. so you can fill your tummies while you wait for more.
And we encourage you to donate money for this cause. A box for donations can be found here at the bake sale table. Enjoy.
See you guys soon.
Half of the show.
We're now going to hear another beautiful piece from Anna Ban. It's called River Flows in You.
Enjoy.
I'm now honored to present to you the Consulate of Bangladesh, Mr. Harib Lassad.
Give a warm and welcome round of applause to him.
Dear friends, it's really a very good idea this to have a concert for Bangladesh. There is always room for Bangladesh to get some assistance because, as you've seen from all these pictures, there is also poverty still in this country. I have represented Bangladesh soon for 40 years, but it was already in 1972, rather soon after independence, when I was contacted by the foreign ministry, and then I met the Bangladeshi ambassador, and then it started, and in 1974 I was appointed. And in those days, there was only one person here in Finland. He was actually from East Pakistan, as he said, but then he understood that now he was able to get a Bangladeshi passport. And gradually some more people came from Bangladesh to Finland, mostly to study, and some of them did it so well that they even made a doctorate here. And what we did immediately in 1974, we established a Finnish-Bangladesh Friendship Society. And in those days, we had a lot of program. We tried to make Bangladesh known in Finland because what actually was known in those days was that there was a lot of natural calamities in Bangladesh, floods and drought and all kinds of storms, and it was really a lot of problems for that country for the start. And also economically it was not easy. There was very little export, mainly just jute and jute products, a little bit of tea and some leather goods. And it took about 15, 20 years before they started with the garment industry, which is now very big in Bangladesh. And there are hundreds of factories. And nowadays there is a law that you are not supposed to have children working in those factories anymore. Like we saw, even in metal industry there are some. But of course there are always very difficult situations. Suppose that the father is dead and the mother has one or two very small children, and there is only a 12-year boy who could earn something so that the family can get on. So in such a case, when you forbid him to work, there is no social benefits and so on. So it's not so easy. Anyway, and the population has been quite a problem. In those days, in the 70s, there were only 70 million people in Bangladesh. Now it's 160. Fortunately also, the production of rice has been able to follow more or less the people, the population, so that Bangladesh is more or less self-sufficient in rice. And apart from garment export, there are millions of Bangladeshi workers mainly in the Middle East, who send money to their families, and these amounts are really not anything small. Well, there are many problems still, and I could talk long, but I don't want to take too much time. And only in the capital area, maybe up to 1,000 or. And they are all doing well here, having restaurants or studying and so on. So I think you can be very happy and proud about your countrymen here in Finland. I wish you all the best for the future, and I hope that the Bangladeshi community can constitute a very good part of the Finnish people, now and in the future. Thank you. All we had was try to make some posters like this, and then we also made publications, this Friendship Society, and I can give you some here, those who are interested to read. Thank you.
For that inspiring speech. I would now like to introduce you to a bit of Bangladeshi culture. Parmasad and Anika will be performing a traditional Bangladeshi patriotic folk song.
The song that Farha and Anika will perform actually shows their amount of love for their country. And the song really talks about how the culture of Bangladesh lies in the beauty of its nature, and how in its nature, its rivers, flowers, songs and instruments, and how every moment spent there creates memories that can be held on to forever.
Enjoy.
Oh, our Bangladesh.
trio, the classic song, What a Wonderful World.
And followed by the trio is a duet by Matti and Yue, who will be playing the guitar, and they will be performing pop song Lucky by Jason Mraz. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright lights of day, dark stormy nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do? They're saying I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I'm talking to you across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky. Oh my, baby, I'm trying.
But I hear you in my dreams, feel you whisper across the sea, keep you with me in my heart. I make it easier when life gets hard. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend, lucky to have been where I have been, lucky to be coming home again. Ooh. They don't know how long it takes, waiting for love like this. Every time we say goodbye, I wish we had one more kiss. I'll wait for you, I promise you I will. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend, lucky to have been where I have been, lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way, lucky to have stayed where we have stayed, lucky to be coming home someday. So I'm sailing through the sea to an island where we'll meet. You'll hear the music, feel the air. I'll put a flower in your hair. Through the breezes, through the trees, move so pretty, you're all I see. And the world keeps spinning round. You hold me right here, right now. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend, lucky to have been where I have been, lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way, lucky to have stayed where we have stayed, lucky to be coming home someday. Ooh.
Thank you for those captivating performances. Up next, we have a special guest performance from Etelä Tapiolan IB School. Edward Fouché and Navid Ahmad are coming over here to perform.
They will be performing a stand-up comedy. Enjoy!
That's not part of the show. Yo, okay, the mic's working. Okay, first of all, where's Bangladesh? Shoot! No, okay, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, the problem has been found. Stop moving. Don't worry. The mic's not on. Okay. Don't worry. We're IT students. Okay. It's rocket science and brain surgery. All right. Calm down. Yeah. Higher level bio, higher level physics. Yeah. We're all good. Right. We're all good. All right. Yo, the mic's still on. Yeah. This is all under control. This is all under control. Okay, so my friend Navi here is gonna start. He's gonna start.
You know, at least for the first time in a while, people pronounce my name right. Navi. How hard can it be to pronounce Navi? You know, I went to the office. Hello? Okay, I went to the office, right, for Kela. So I asked the lady, what's your name? Navid Ahmad. Excuse me, what was it? Navid Ahmad. N-A-V-I-D. She's like, oh, okay. Name it. No, miss, I'm sorry. Am I pressing it? No. My name is it's like David, but with an N. So yeah, it's seriously frustrating like that, because I have one of the most easiest names in the world. Navi. Out of all the Bengali names, there's Ishak. There's like, there's sometimes you don't even notice it. It's like, you know you're choking on the guy's like, what was your name? Are you okay? Do you need paracetamol? No, I don't need paracetamol. Hello? Full national security, you have a problem? Names are important, okay? You have to pronounce it right. You can offend the guy, but it's important.
He's right. Names are important. Now, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Edward. Well, you already know he's Navi. Who can guess where I'm from? Who can guess where I'm from? Go on, come on. Shut him up. Stop. No. Hey, I know you. Shush. Who else? Anybody want to so you already know I'm South Africa, right? Yeah, you guys got a really interesting attitudes here, I must say. Anyway, yeah, so I'm from South Africa. Now, the first question one of your attitudes asked me was, why aren't you black? Well, firstly, because I noticed there ain't no chicken outside. If you notice when you come inside, there's like, there's like an Auschwitz of birds outside. Like there's all these weird birds outside. And I didn't see no chicken. I didn't see any chicken. Now, I'm not going to make any racial jokes other than that one tonight, but you can understand. Anyway, yeah, I'm from South Africa. Okay. And we have some strange names there. We have some really strange names there. Like we have Bile, and Sipo, and Seppo. Now, those get really confused, because in Finnish you have Seppo as well, right? You guys also have Seppo in Finland, right? Now, you should understand, because Seppo is like, it's like Juha-Matti. It's like one of those really stereotypical South African names, Whenever you make fun of a South African guy, his name is Seppo, right? I'm gonna put the mic down here. Okay. So when we got here, I got into some really awkward conversations with people named Seppo. Anyway, yeah. So I'm South African, I'm white, hard fact of life, basically. Anyway, so that was the intro for tonight. I hope you like it. Good night, everybody. So, first joke of the night. Okay. You guys look like a tough crowd, so all that stuff. Okay. Two blondes walk into a bar. Ouch! What? No more blonde joke. Okay, so next joke is on this guy.
Okay. So this guy, talking to me like, he's awfully happy once in a while. He just got married recently. He's all happy, Like, look, nothing wrong with people who are married. No offense, okay? So I go to him like, dude, what's up, man? Somebody stole my wallet, man. Oh my God, did he steal your money? No, just my credit card. Okay. So what's the problem? Did you call the cops? Did you call the heck? Oh, no, I don't mind. Your card was stolen. What's the problem? I mean, there's seriously no problem? No, actually it's better. I'm making more money. How? Because the thief spends less money than my wife.
That just reminded me of a joke. So we're in Finland, right? We're talking about Bangladesh, right? We're talking about Bangladesh, right? Yes, so let's highlight some differences. Now, I'm from South Africa. I'm from a really, our country isn't the greatest in the world. I'm ashamed to admit, There's some really horrifying statistics that I can tell you, but tonight's a happy night, so we're going to talk about happiness. So yeah, I can relate to this. So, Navi, let me ask you a question. When you're walking down the street, dark corner Helsinki, you're like, what's a scary area? Itäkeskus, right? Itäkeskus. It's a really scary area. It's a really scary area in Helsinki. So you're walking down Itäkeskus, right? Now let's just keep walking. I'm some, I'm a guy with a hood. Yo, nice watch. Oh, really? I get to Rolex, man. There's that Rolex, man. That's really nice. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks. All right, now we're gonna do that same situation in Bangladesh, okay? Yo, you have a nice watch. Please don't hurt me. Thank you. See the difference that? Okay, let's talk about public transportation, okay? Finnish people, now we don't mean to brag on Finnish people. We like you guys are really nice. You guys are nice. The nicest people in the world, right? Okay, Canadians are the nicest people in the world. I see you got some Canadians in the house. What's up? Yeah. Justin Bieber. I ain't gonna forgive you for that. Alright? Yeah. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Finland. Transportation, right? Finn, you guys complain when the bus is 2 minutes late. Okay, it's -40, but 2 minutes late. In Bangladesh, you have if the bus even comes. If the bus is even there, when it does, you have to catch it. They don't care. They don't stop for nobody. Oh, you're not your grandma. Too bad. Okay, let's talk about on the bus. On the bus. Okay, so what happens? What happens on the bus? Okay, in Finland, seats everywhere. Okay, let's sit down. Hey, window, safety. Hey, the only thing that's missing is a safety belt. Okay, my friend Navi, he's actually been on a Bengali bus. He can explain.
Okay, so once I was in the bus, with this next to my uncle, I was gonna sit in the window. Like all of a sudden he rushes in. I'm like, okay. I sit down. It's a normal day, in a rush hour moment. I'm sleeping. I wake up. There's a big, massive guy, like that, literally on my face. I'm like, shirtless too. Shirtless. Excuse me, sir. They got hair and they sweaty and it's hot. It's like +40. You guys got -40. It's +40. So he sits down on the bus. There's a big guy, +40, hairy, sweaty, standing there. And I swear to God, like literally like this. I swear to God, I look at the dude. I'm like, excuse me, sir. Could you sit somewhere else? Could you just stop? Literally, I wanted to say that. I'm like, excuse me, like. Don't push, sir! I am trying to sleep here! No! Stop thrusting! No! My uncle wakes up. What? Now, but that's work. In South Africa, we don't have a bus. We don't even have buses. You know why? You know Formula 1, right? You guys have these really fast tire changes. They got the helmets on and the nice spandex. And they got the wheels and the guy comes in and okay, yeah, 1 minute and they're gone. Car's gone again, right? Let me explain something to you. No joke, this is real. You can look this up. Google it. Guy stops, right? This happened to me in real life. I'm sitting in the car with my mom and my sister, Sitting there nice and high, looking at the BMW in front of us. Not that. Sitting looking at the BMW in front of us, right? And we see these suspiciously, we see these 4 guys, right? Coming from the side of the road. And they come and they stop at the corner, they stop like at the wheel, right? Stop at the wheel of this BMW. And before the light changes from red to green, the wheels are off. And the car is on brakes. I'm not joking. Man, the taxi drivers, you guys thought in Finland taxi drivers are bad. Man, South African taxis don't even have the steering wheel. It's like a monkey wrench. It's a monkey wrench. It's you know what a minibus is? It's like a combi made for like 12 people, right? 12 people, right? Come on, agree with me here. 12 people, right? Okay, so 12 people. South Africa, they put at least 15 in there. I agree. A minibus is 15 to the power of 3 in there. You know how much that is? Higher level students, how much is 15 to the power of 3? What's 15 to the power of 3? Come on, don't do calculus. Tell me. That's how much people they fit in there. Now imagine that in a combi about the size of this big
can hug it. 15 to the power of 2, that's like 1,000 people. Now, this
He's not good at math.
with no steering wheel, no safety belt, no nothing. You know, I was talking to a taxi driver once. I'm stealing the show, but yeah. I'm a professional, trust me. I'm an IB student. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm talking to a taxi driver once. I'm sitting there, you know, my uncle's having a drink in a bar, just sitting there. The taxi driver walks in, so I'm like, okay, never spoken to a taxi driver before. Should be interesting. He's talking. Eventually the conversation becomes about, like, you know, asking, like, taxi drivers, you guys have really bad at, you know, driving skills. Where'd you learn to drive? He's like, okay, I teach you something. My uncle, he teaches me how to drive, okay? Okay, so how do you teach how to drive? How do you teach how to drive? Okay, I teach you. I was sitting in the car with my uncle, right? He's driving, red light. He's speed over. He goes straight through. I go, hey, Silva, what you do? He goes, hey, it's okay. Trust me, my brother, he teach me how to drive. He always go when it's red, okay? It's happened again, another red light. It's on the highway, brother. A red light on the highway. Oh, chill, man, chill. It's a red light on the highway. I go, Baba, I go, hey, Silva, you can't do that, you're going to get arrested. He's like, no. We paid the police and my uncle. He teach me how to drive. Drive. It comes green light. I stop. He stop. I say, hey, Sipo, it's green. What you doing? You need to drive. You need to drive. It's green. He said, no. My brother might be coming from that way. My uncle might be coming.
Talking about, you know, people with, in his place, common sense. In Finland, what you can call common sense sometimes could be referred to, sometimes to them, those people, they're known as ultimatus stupidus. They are a different breed of stupid. And they're a special kind of stupid sometimes.
Trust me, we're IB students. We both take high level.
Yeah, biology, you know, genetic, evolution is our option. So, there's another, eBay ultimatus stupidus. This kind of breed is out of the world kind of dog. Seriously, like when you look at them, it's like, yo, what did you eat? Another funny. What did you eat? I pencil. What did you eat? When? What did you eat? Now, okay, we know a guy. Chicken. Okay, no, we don't know a guy. We don't know a guy. Okay. And we classify him in this breed. He's special. He's stupid as maximum. He always asks stupid questions, you know? And he'll always ask them more than once. Now there's nothing that irritates me more than someone who asks a stupid question twice. Doesn't matter how stupid the question you ask it twice. Sitting in the lunchroom, you know? Now everybody in the school knows we have a big sign, notice board. If you've never been in the, you know, in the Etis of Espoo, you know, because I say Etis of Espoo because RESSUN is just the Etis of Helsinki. Anyway, shh, I don't use it. Shh, I don't use it. Anyway, we got this. What, time? Too bad. Anyway, so I'll just finish this joke, then we go. Anyway, so we got the sign in Etis that says, like, when the lunchtime done, it says, yo, band's tip. What time does the lesson start? It's not chill, come on. What time are you going to lunch first? Eat. Not even 2 minutes left. Go. When does lunch end? 5 minutes. Is your phone ringing? It's your phone. My phone. Anyway, so, now the point of this joke is, what happens? What happens when you get to an awkward situation? Such as when you're standing in the bathroom. You know, because he doesn't understand the term, what's up? You're standing in the bathroom, standing there, you know. You're doing your business, I'm not going to demonstrate, you're standing, doing your business. And then he'll walk in, and he has a thing in his doors, right? Boom! Walks in, that cool cowboy guy. He has a theme song.
Yo, what's up?
Looks like he has a theme song.
Now sometimes you just got to use your plain common sense. What's up? Now man standing in the bathroom, what do you think is what's up? You know what my reaction at that time is? What I want to do. What do you think is up? What do you think? What I really do? Nothing much. Nothing much. Dragging your hair, kiss the wall. Nothing much. Okay, that's it from us tonight. Thank you, ladies.
With a hole in my head, staring into
What about the other one? Okay, my apologies. They'll be performing Children of the World. It's an inspirational song about unity and coming together to make a change, just as every one of us has come to tonight. So enjoy it. to coming here and watching our beautiful show. I really enjoyed it, so I hope you guys did. Give a big round of applause for everybody over here, even you guys.